Welcome everyone to HFN, also known as HueFin News. Today is February 20th, 2021. This is our Lookout live stream session. Gives everyone the opportunity to collaborate, look at the price charts, and try to call the market. That is something that we do here on this particular channel. And if this is your first time watching our channel, before you go, hit the like button, share the video, also subscribe to the channel. We're here to ensure that we are in position to capitalize from the trap. Now, this is what the trap looks like. Okay, no one really understands who this individual is or what is his purpose, but we do. He is the one who controls and coordinates the price movement, whether it's in cryptocurrency, the stock market, even in commodities. And once you're able to distinguish between the price bars and volume, you can actually pinpoint where you expect the price to go so that you can get in position. So we welcome each and every one of you for being here. If you guys take a moment, look in the chat box and chat where you are from watching this live stream. Go ahead and do that. Take a minute and do that real quick for us. Now, in the meantime, while you all do that, I want to talk to you about our perks. All right. A lot of people have asked us questions about the perks that we are offering here. The first one is called our apprentice perk. This gives you all the opportunity to have loyalty badges right next to your name. Let everyone know that you are a supporter of HueFin News. You are calling the markets right alongside with us. And then also we created some custom emojis. We want everyone to participate right alongside with us. Give you also custom emojis to call the market. We have so far fire, to where the market is extremely strong, weak. And also when someone gives you some crazy outlier comment or you feel as if something was crazy, you can simply tell them to stop. We're going to create a couple more custom emojis for each and every one of you so we can become better in tune with what the trap is anticipated to do. Also, our next perk is the artisan perk. This is currently what we're doing right now, the Lookout live stream session. This artisan perk gives you all the opportunity to collaborate with us and look at some particular charts that you are interested in, because granted, there are plenty of instruments, plenty of products in the stock market, in the cryptocurrency space, that we literally can't talk about all of them at the same time. So if there's anything that you are interested in, simply become a part of our artisan perk and we'll converse, we'll speak, we'll chat on the particular chart that you are interested in, and we'll see where we expect the market to go from that direction. So a couple of chats. We got a couple of people coming from Ireland, California, London, Houston, Arizona. Dan is coming from California. Kingdom to Come coming from Washington State. Marja, Canada. Thank you all for participating with us today. We definitely appreciate you taking a small opportunity of your time watching these price charts. Hopefully that the content that we are giving to you is very beneficial and that you are enjoying the live stream as well as learning a lot from our videos. So now we have a couple of charts that we're going to look at that our artisan members wanted us to pay attention to. The first one that we are going to look at is Zilliqa. All right, let's go ahead and take a look at the market real quick in Zilliqa. You can see that we expected on our last price prediction in Zilliqa where we expected the market to go. Now, in order for you to learn about where you expect the price to go, I want you all to tell me, looking at this price chart right now, explain to us, where do you think the market in Zilliqa is headed? Okay, right before I go into what we're seeing on the price chart in Zilliqa, leave us a chat. Let us know where you think the market in Zilliqa is headed. Do you think the market is strong? Do you think it is weak? While it is trading right there around that 15-cent price, let us know. All right, so let's go ahead and take a look at the market real quick. We expected a market on our last video for Zilliqa right here on the 5th of February to continue to see the market go higher in price. You guys can tell it has definitely exceeded our expectations. The market actually came and took out our ultimate TP price on February the 9th. So we did it on the 5th, 4 days going into that prediction. The market came out and took out our TP price of about 13.25%. So great call to get out the market right now. Take a look at that. 71, almost 72% in the market for Zilliqa. So congratulations to those who was able to call that, who saw that right before the market actually went higher in price. So looking at it, Trey says that Zilliqa is strong. Cisco is saying that Zilliqa is going to go to 19 cents. So seemingly look like the bullishness into the market from our comments in the chat. Everyone is expecting the market in Zilliqa to go higher in price. Let's talk about that real quick. Okay. So let's go ahead and get rid of one of these lines because the market in Zilliqa is no longer trading in this channel. So it is not applicable. We can get rid of one of these lines and then simply we're going to take the second line and follow the trend into the market in Zilliqa. So let's create the overall trend that we are seeing into the market in Zilliqa. Okay. So this is the current trend right here. Okay. So for Trey and Cisco, you guys can tell that the market in Zilliqa is in fact what you all wrote down. It is strong and it is anticipated, as you can see so far, to go up there towards that 19-cent area. I want to say welcome to Jake coming from Minnesota and also Roger coming from Baltimore, Maryland. What's going on, everyone? So we got the trend. There's also another trend that I wanted to show you that we can follow in Zilliqa. Okay. Which is right here. So we have two areas that the trap can come in and actually prop up the market to continue its strength. We can see that right here. This is the first one. This is the second one. So granted, overall, the market in Zilliqa is still giving us strength. We can see that on the daily time frame, which is very positive to see that play out. Well, what about on a different time frame? Okay. You guys can see here as I zoom in on this price chart that the market in Zilliqa right in this vicinity is giving us a lot of weakness in this area. Okay, this market is taking a brunt of selling. We have a lot of market participants coming in Zilliqa and trying to offload some of the profits that were had when they came in and purchased Zilliqa during this consolidational trading range. That is still ongoing. So we still need to be on guard just a little bit more while we see the stockpile coming to the market for Zilliqa. Okay, that's the only thing that is really hindering this particular cryptocurrency from going higher in price, right? Now, what about on the weekly time frame? The market in Zilliqa did go through some weakness. I mean, on that last completed weekly price bar, which is right here, the market sold off. And it sold off into this current weekly price bar that we are seeing right now. So much so that the price came all the way down to 11 cents. But take a look at the market now. Look at where we are seeing the last trade occur. Right there around 14.5 cents. So what we're getting when you take these two bars in combination, what we're seeing is that the trap has bought up all of the selling that started on the week of February 8, 2021. Excellent. That is something that's very positive to see. So that lets us know that even though we saw selling ongoing into the market in Zilliqa around 13 cents all the way up there towards 16, the market is still eager to continue to increase the price. That is powerful. That continues to let us know that the market is still amped to continue to see this market go higher in price. Okay. So yeah, just like Cisco said, he's looking for the market in Zilliqa to go towards 19 cents. Let's see if that's even probable. Let's see what percentage gain that would be to see the market in Zilliqa go to 19 cents. Everyone else, tell me how high do you think the market in Zilliqa is going to go? Okay. So we have 19 cents. It's about 31% away from where the market currently is right now. 31%. There is one area that I want to show you that can actually hold back the market from going higher in Zilliqa. and it's right there around 16. Okay. So what we have just created, I want you all to see here. Okay, I want you all to see this. The market in Zilliqa is creating this ascending line. Well, I'm sorry, an ascending triangle. You guys can see it right there. So as we see this market in Zilliqa continue to trade, take a look. This is going to be our area of focus. Okay, as this market in Zilliqa continues to trade sideways, either or, the market is going to break this ascending line to the downside, or we're going to break this restriction area to the upside. And like what Cisco has stated and what Trey has stated, I'm still looking for the market in Zilliqa to go higher in price. So while we're looking for the market in Zilliqa to go higher in price, we need to really focus in on that 16-cent area. That's the last area of restriction. That's the last point to where the sellers appeared. So we would obviously skim off a little bit into the market in Zilliqa, right there around 16 cents. Okay. Which is about 10.5% profitability into the market. Where else do you all think the market in Zilliqa is headed in the long term? Cisco says 19 cents. For us, that's doable. That is definitely something that's in the realm of possibility to see Zilliqa come towards. Okay, so that's the first one. With Trey, Cisco, I am also in agreement with you all in stating that Zilliqa is still getting a strength and that I'm still looking for the market to go higher in price. We will skim off a little bit, like I told you, around 16 cents, which was about 10.5% profitability in that realm. What's going on, Funky Seed, coming from Australia, 4 a.m. Good morning to you. Okay, so that is that particular chart. We're going to go ahead and look at RSR paired against the dollar. I'm not too familiar with this particular project, but our artisan member is. So let's go ahead and take a look at this particular cryptocurrency real quick. Talat said that he's looking for Zilliqa to go to 24 cents. Oh, let's go back. Let me look at that real quick and see how much of a profitability that would be. Okay, so he says 24 cents. So that is about 65, almost 66% from where the market currently is trading at. Now, Talat, where do you think, at what time do you think the market will hit 24 cents in Zilliqa? Do you see that happening within 2021, 2022? You know, what month do you expect Zilliqa to come up there towards 24 cents? All right, so let's go ahead and move on to RSR. Like I said, I'm not too familiarized with this particular cryptocurrency, but nevertheless, we focus in on the price chart. You all can garner a lot of information from the price chart without really knowing too much about the protocol, about the cryptocurrency. You guys can see already that RSR is in a uptrend automatically. So that lets us know, that lets you know that the market is strong. Jake Grip is coming from Cali. Welcome. Jake Graham said he needs a new trading platform. Everyone in the community, let Jake know what platform you are utilizing in your trading or investing. For us, Jake, we're utilizing TradingView. Right here is TradingView. So looking at RSR, let's pay attention real quick and let's track the market. Okay. So now we are definitely seeing the market in RSR breaking outside the current trend. Now this is the overall trend into the market in RSR, right? We have broken away from that recently, starting back here on February the 8th, February the 9th, to where the market started this particular trend, right? Now, okay, Tyler said he's looking for Zilliqa to go to 24 cents during 2021. So now RSR, take a look. These are the two lines that I've drawn on my chart. What do you all think? Higher, lower, sideways? Where's the market headed? We need to get in position to capitalize on where price is anticipated to go. So looking at these two lines, yes, the market in RSR is strong. We got that. but are we seeing any hints of selling entering the market? Do you see any weakness appearing on this daily time frame? You might see some weakness on this current ascending line that would garner some weakness and break us to the downside from it, but not from this second overall trend into the market in RSR. Let's take a look at this on a different time frame. Okay, so here we are. This is RSR on a 3-day time frame. You guys can see, just like in Zilliqa's case, we are noticing some restriction around 6.5 cents, 7 cents. This is where the market is taking profitability. This is where we have people coming in RSR and taking their profits off the table. But you know what? The market here is not necessarily giving us that much weakness. But when I look at this on the daily, when I look at this on the 3-day time frame, even here on the 2-day time frame, there is weakness present. Now, with that being mentioned, the volume, look at the volume here. We're not seeing that much volume really being placated while the weakness is coming through. So that kind of lets us know that, yeah, even though we are visualizing weakness here in RSR, it is not extremely weak to where you would expect us to completely collapse, right? We're still seeing some emphasis of the market in RSR giving us weakness. So that also could mean that with the weakness being so close to this ascending line, that we can actually see this market drop. Are you prepared for that? Do you anticipate that to occur? Because one thing that we are also seeing, let me show you, is that this market in RSR likes this area right here as support, okay, which is around 5.5 cents, 5 cents, just to give you a nice round number. That's great. But the sad part is that the market is still giving us weakness. It is still here. So let's look at this on an hourly time frame to see how weak the market really is in RSR. So yes, we're seeing some weakness come through into the market in RSR, albeit it's not that weak. Okay, the market is not that weak in RSR, I will state. So I'm looking for the market to continually try to grab some support, possibly right here around 5.5 cents to 5 cents. We already completed that here on this 13-hour bar right here. We already completed that. Okay, so the next area is for the trap to come in and show us that he wants to prop up the market around 5.5 cents. We are going to play the weakness, but it's not going to be on a long-term weakness basis. We're simply playing that because this is the current market sentiment. This is the current feeling of the trap. He is trying to decrease the price of RSR. So that's why we need to meet him right here around 5.5 cents, no lower than 5 cents. Okay, so as we see this market in RSR trade and it breaks 5 cents to the downside long term, we already know that this uptrend is broken. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this real quick. Into the market for RSR, we're going to play just a tad bit of weakness, not a lot. We said that 5.5 cents is where we're going to expect the market to try to come and grab some support in or around that area. You guys can see here over the last couple of trading days that the market really held support a little bit higher than 5.5 cents, maybe around 0.056. The market can definitely come and hold that, but we're going to try to TP this market around 5.5 cents, which is 7.25% profitability, no lower than 5 cents. Okay, so we're on the lookout for that. Now, as we see this market trade in RSR, for the most part, we're still playing that the strength is still in play in the long term. We're just playing it within a smaller span of time to expect this weakness to come through. Okay, so the moment that the market breaks above the 6.5 cent area, our forecast will be incorrect. The strength is still monumental in RSR and the breakout will continue. But from what we've noticed over the last couple of days is that RSR is definitely trying to hold this price, letting us know that it really wants to go higher in price. Now, from our expectations, we're just simply expecting the trap to really trade this market sideways, give us a little bit of weakness, and then the resumption of higher price will continue. There is that outlier chance, though, that we can see RSR start its breakout like going into tomorrow. I could definitely see that on the table and in the realm of possibility. but the greater possibility is that we still have a little bit more weakness here into the market in RSR. Okay. What's going on, King Kenny? What's going on? So now let's go ahead and look at the next chart from our artisan members, which is PLU USD. Okay. So here it is. Take a look at this market in PLU USD. You guys can see that on Bitfinex, on this particular market, we don't have a lot of price history. Congratulations, Trey. Trey is now a part of our artisan community. He can now collaborate. We could look at some of his charts that he is interested in. We definitely want to welcome him to the team, welcome him to the community. Congratulations. He wants us to check out API 3 and Mirror Protocol. Give us the pair, Trey. Go ahead and give us the pair for those currencies, and we'll go ahead and take a look at them as well. So now taking a look here at PLU USD. Don't have a lot of price history here on Bitfinex. Maybe we have a little bit more price history on a different exchange. So let's go ahead and look at HIT BTC. All right. So here we are looking at HIT BTC. There is a little bit more price history, a lot of price history in the market for PLU USD, which is calculated by TradingView. And you all can see for the most part, you know, this market for PLU is not giving us a lot of direction. You know, the market pretty much is just, okay, got it, Trey. So we're going to go ahead and look at API paired against Tether, as well as Mirror paired against Tether. So give me just a second. I'm going to write that down real quick. All right, cool. So let's go ahead and look at PLU. Like I said, we're not seeing a lot going on in the market for this currency. It's just pretty much trading within a range, which is not bad, which is not negative. You just got to understand, to take profitability, it's going to be a lot smaller than the breakouts that we're seeing within other cryptocurrencies in the market. Okay. So all right, let's go ahead and take a look real quick at the 3-day time frame for PLU. You all can see as I zoom in that this particular market as well is giving us some weakness, just like RSR, right? We're still seeing some emphasis of weakness coming to the market in RSR. And the real problem that I'm seeing in PLU USD is this area right here. Automatically, you also see this, that this market in PLU is finding restriction at this point. Okay, right there around $10 is where we're seeing the market in PLU finding restriction. The next area is $9, right? And on this current 3-day price bar, we are also seeing the market finding a restriction there, because if it wasn't acting as restriction at $9, we will see the market already go higher in price. But instead, we're seeing this particular currency close towards the low end of the bar. So that tells us that there is still a little bit more selling going on at these particular price levels. Looking here on the 5-day time frame, you guys can see here that the strength into the market in PLU is still being maintained, but the weakness is definitely dominating the market structure right now. Okay, what about on the weekly time frame? Looking at PLU on the weekly time frame, based off what occurred last week and the current weakness that is coming through right now, I'm not really expecting PLU to go higher in price. I'm not seeing that right now. Until we see this market in PLU break back up above $9.10, the best thing that we're going to get is what we already seen, sideways trading. That's the best thing that I'm looking at right now in PLU, because we're definitely still seeing emphasis of market weakness coming through the market in PLU. We're trying to break back up above $9, $10 on this movement higher, and currently we're still seeing this weakness. Okay, we're coming right back down. So I'm looking for that weakness to come through into the market in PLU. Until we see this price break back up above $10, $9, we will continue to see this market at best consolidate and trade sideways. All right, so let's go ahead and do this real quick. Switch this back over to the daily. We're going to play a little bit of weakness in the market for PLU. $10 is about 32% to see this market break back up above. I wouldn't even be surprised to see it try to tag out around 11. But again, we're garnering the weakness that we're seeing on the price chart right now. Okay, so we're going to play this weakness into the market in PLU. Like I said, it's not that weak. I still see areas of support around $6 and $5. Those would be the prime areas to see the market try to come in and tag out in this particular space. Okay, so this is PLU. We're going to play a little bit of weakness right now. Like I said, this sideways trading will continue with the prospect of lower price until we see this price break back up above $9 and $10, which as of this particular moment, we are not seeing. Okay. So the next one that we're going to look at from our artisan community is Front BUSD. Okay, this is on Binance. I'm going to go ahead and pay attention to this particular currency as well. It is in a massive uptrend. Take a look at that. Over the last 4 days, you guys can tell that Front has been increasingly moving higher in price. Now the question is, can it be maintained? I mean, it was a very quick shot up there towards $8, and right now the market is still trending around $4. So that's about half of its value gone out the market in less than a couple of days. So we need to make that determination. Is the weakness still present? And if so, how low can this price go for Front? Okay, so you all can see it. It looks well, right? The market looks like it wants to continue to go higher in price. And that is to the novice. That is to someone who really hasn't grasped language analysis, right? But looking at the last 4 days, right? You might think just because the price is higher than what we've seen previously, like in January 2021, that you would expect that to continue. First thing, let's look at this, right? Is this market in Front still in a uptrend? Let's look at this. So we can actually tell if this market in Front is still in a uptrend, right? Because when the market broke out, it broke out right here. And it came and held this area as support. And look at that. So we're looking at this on a 1 hour chart. I want to show you this. Okay. No one else will show you this. Now, this line that I've just placed on this chart is important to let us know where price is going to go. Take a look. While the market in Front on the 1 hour chart saw this massive breakout, it came back down right in this area. Look at this. Came back down in this area and it couldn't hold that ascending line. And ever since then, it's been tracking alongside it. And then we still got that rejection right there in Front. So this trend in Front is not there anymore. It has changed. The trap has already shown us on the 1 hour chart that the trend in Front has changed. We're not looking to see higher price at this particular moment, based off everything that I've just shown you on the 1 hour chart. You can even see it here a little bit better on the 4 hour chart. Take a look. We have a very tight range of consolidational trading. The first area of restriction is 4. The second area of support is right here around $3.50. That's how tight this market in Front is trading at the moment. So this is where the trap is coordinating his business. This is where he's bringing all of the buyers and the sellers together. Okay. Now, amongst that sideways trading, which are we getting the most of? Are we seeing more strength or are we seeing more weakness in the market in Front? Okay. 7 hour time frame. The market is trying to be propped up, but every time that the market tries to move higher, it gets rejected. You can see it on the 7 hour chart. You can see it even here on the 5 hour chart. So there's definitely weakness here into the market in front. I'm not going to play any other strength on the prediction in front as of this particular moment. The only thing that will go against our prediction will be for this market to continue to show holding price right there above $3.50. Okay. So let's go ahead and do this real quick. We're going to play the weakness in front. We already stated that the market restriction is coming around $4.50. I'm going to bring it up here towards $4.50, excuse me. And we're going to play the weakness. Now, let's look at this on an hourly time frame to see how low the market can go. Okay, because actually we can see this market come all the way down to $3.25 and price will shoot right back up, right? That's right. Tyler just said $3.26. We can see the market come in and hold support. So we would skim off a little bit there because we are cognizant that the trap can actually come in and prop up the market. And that's about 11% profitability right there in anticipation of him moving this price lower. I'm going to bring it down just to a flush even $3 under the presumption that the weakness will continue. Okay. So this is it. This is our expectations over the next couple of days of what we expect the trap to do. We're going to try to meet him at $3.26 and then ultimately $3. All right. So now let's go ahead and look at BQX. All right. When I look at this, I want you all to tell me, what do you all think about BQX? All right. This is an exchange right here on Binance. What do you all think? How does this cryptocurrency look comparative to Front? How does this currency look comparative to PLU? What do you all think? Is this one stronger than those other cryptocurrencies that we already looked at? Do you see a lot of weakness coming through into this market in BQX, Voyager? It got rebranded. It used to be Athos, but now it is called Voyager. What do you all think? Leave us that comment. Are we strong? Are we weak? Because right now, Voyager is pretty strong. It's a lot stronger than PLU and it's a lot stronger than Front. This strength into the market in BQX and Voyager is still here. Emphatically, you guys can see on the daily time frame. Okay. Now, how high do you think the price is going to go? I mean, look at this market right here on the 3-day time frame. We've seen a massive spread come through in Voyager, and the volume is not even extreme. So that lets us know that the emphasis of the trap is definitely trying to increase. He's definitely trying to make this market in Voyager go higher. So as you all can see, we have already been here before. Yep, Talat. Okay, he's looking for the market to go to $7.22, which is quite possible, right? We have actually seen a strength into the market in Voyager, which is good. Now, the last time that we came and traded into the market in Voyager or Ethos was back here in 2018. So take a look. This market has taken about 3 years. It took 3 years just for this market in Voyager just to come back to $7 or $8. Cisco says that the market in Voyager looks on fire, which is so true. Funky C, it is strong right now. I am in agreement with every last one of your comments. The market in Voyager is definitely strong. No doubts about it. The only thing that we need to try to figure out is where is price going to go? Where will the trap take the price before we see weakness? That's why I wanted us to look at this area right here around $7. This is the last time we came here. And that was the last time that we've actually seen some support and restriction. The next area is around $8. So we have 2 areas that we need to focus in on into the market in Voyager. $7 or $8. Talat says $7.22. So I am in agreement with every one of you that is looking for the market in Voyager to go higher in price. I definitely see that. $5.50 has to be maintained as support. And this uptrend needs to stay intact as well. Okay. We have to continue to see that play out. So I'm going to extend this ascending line a little bit higher so that we can track it. Talat says what, $7.22. That is about 10, almost 11% profitability, which that is definitely true. I could definitely see that come to fruition. Okay, no issues with that at all. I would skim off though just a little bit around $7, because back in 2018, that was the last time the market propped in and held support, and we saw sellers entering the space. Okay, so there we are. I like it. This particular currency is definitely emphasizing to us that it wants to go higher in price. We appreciate the trap dropping all of his gems on us to give us an idea as to where price is anticipated to go. I do like Voyager, just as you all has written in the comment section. All right, so now let's go ahead and look at the one that Trey talked about or mentioned in the comment section. The first one was API paired against, what is the actual pair symbol, Trey, for API 3? Okay, I'll go ahead and look at the next one while you're giving that. So this one right here is Mirror Protocol paired against Tether. And here's another one. I mean, this particular cryptocurrency, appreciate that, Tyler. He said he learned a lot from us. Oh, you were a member of ours. Well, congratulations. We're looking forward to you coming back and participating with us here. So this is Mirror Protocol. I mean, it looked like Trey picked out a pretty good one. What do you all think? Is this market showing us a lot of strength? I mean, the market is even up 36% right now in Mirror. Right? I mean, it has been in an uptrend for a very long time. Massive, massive uptrend. The market shot, once it was listed on KuCoin, we saw the market break out. It consolidated just for a little bit. You can see it, right? And now we're breaking out again today. So what we're getting into the market in Mirror Protocol, and what you ought to see is we're breaking out, taking a break, breaking out. You expect the market to take a break and break out again. That's what we're looking forward to, right? So already we need to establish support. Okay, the last time that the market in Mirror traded around $5.90 was back here in early February. So we cannot see this market go no lower than the tops of what occurred here on February the 2nd, the 3rd, no lower. Okay, no lower than here. We cannot see the market in Mirror break $5.50. Okay, this upward movement that we're seeing right now in Mirror is in play so long as this market trades above $5.50. Now, we're kind of overextended based off the current price action today. So yeah, we could see some movement back down to the downside. Okay. So initially you would expect us to come back down to where we once were, expect the trap to come in, test the market to see if there's any more buyers willing to step in around $5.90, even $5.50. Oh, Mark Cuban tweeted about Mirror Protocol. Okay. If that's the case, if it's going to be a chain link killer, it definitely will need to be watched. So let's look at this real quick on the 3-day time frame. You guys can see that we have endured some weakness over the last couple of 3-day price bars. We finally get the resumption to higher price. This lets us know that the trend is still in play in Mirror. I mean, I don't see anything that would go against what the current trend is into the market. Looking at this on an hourly time frame, yes, we're seeing some emphasis of weakness. That's why I want us to pay attention to $5.90 to $5.50. Okay, I would definitely actually expect the market to try to come down and test those areas. No doubt about that. Okay, so we're still going to expect this market in Mirror to go higher in price. But again, my main focus is going to be right here, $5.90 to $5.50, no lower than $5.50. Okay, so as this market in Mirror continues to trade, we cannot see price break that. And seeing how it is a newly traded cryptocurrency, We need to pay attention. We have no gauge to see where we could anticipate more sellers to come through. So anywhere in this green will have to be TP. Now, if you're going to trade this in the long term, then this probably, this particular price prediction really doesn't matter if you're looking for this in the long term, right? But this is just over the next couple of days to weeks of what we're expecting this particular currency to do. And it's definitely showing us that it wants to go higher in price. Everything is in the camp of seeing this market go higher in price for Mirror Protocol. Pretty good call right here, Trey. And it's quite funny how if Mark Cuban actually tweeted about this currency and now you see this market up 37%, don't be surprised the next day or the day after that the market is down 20%, right? Because a lot of people jumped on the bandwagon based off what he tweeted, or we can see this continue, kind of like what Elon Musk has done with Dogecoin. You know, he tweets out a couple of tweets about Dogecoin and the market shoots up 30, 40, 50%. If he doesn't continue to tweet, do you all expect the market to go lower? This could be the same situation with Mark Cuban. If he continues to tweet about Mirror Protocol, you would expect the market to continue to play on that, or the trap will play on that and continue to move this market higher in price. Okay. Oh, you're saying that API 3 is the link killer. Okay. That's my fault. So let's go ahead and look at this last one then, API 3 from Trey. Okay, this is another good one. It looks like these currencies, and you know, don't get it twisted. We talked about this momentarily on our last Lookout live stream session that we were expecting the bullishness to continue. But at some point you would expect that to break down. And as all of these charts that we looked at, every last one of these charts is still emphasizing to us that the market wants to go higher in price. We haven't seen that major crux to break down this bullishness that we're seeing into the market right now. So the bullishness is still in play. When you look at all of these price charts today, I think there was only one cryptocurrency that we looked at today that we were expecting the market to go lower. This one looks well too. Trey picked out another good one. This one definitely looks to show us that it wants to continue to be in this upward trend. Automatically, we can follow this. Now, we don't have that much price history, right? It started its listing and trading here on KuCoin back here the last day of December 2020, right? But look how tight the market is, right? We're not seeing, you know, the market act erratic. It is not acting like that. The volatility is not extreme. We're simply seeing the market just like we did in Mirror Protocol. We're seeing the market bounce. Then it breaks out, relaxes just a couple of days, then it breaks out again. And now you're seeing the market in API 3 come back down and relax. So what would you expect? The market to continue to shoot higher in price, right? We are seeing a pattern being established in API 3, right? So again, just like in Mirror Protocol, this market in API 3 looks strong as well. Okay. Now, taking a look at this on the 3-day time frame, we need to pay attention here because we're definitely seeing some emphasis of weakness coming through into the market in API 3, which is just a follow-on for what we've seen on this particular 3-day price bar from February the 12th, 2020. So there is still, over the last three-day price bars, selling going on. We need to be on guard with that. Even here on the 5-day time frame, the weakness is bleeding through, and it all started right here, February 10, 2021. And you know what? Maybe based off the tweet that Mark Cuban has done, it is being propped up. You know, we're not seeing a huge emphasis of a drop to occur into the market in this currency, right? So we definitely need to be careful, only on that premise alone, that there is some stockpile being released in API 3 right here around $6 to $6.50, right? But again, we are seeing on the weekly time frame that the market is still being propped right here alongside our ascending line, which is a great thing to see. So even here on the daily time frame, we are going to play the strength into the market in API 3. But I want you all to be watchful for this restriction area right here. Okay, I'm gonna show you. This area is holding back API 3 from going higher, $6.50. So again, we would TP the market there, no doubt. We would skim off a little bit of that profitability right here around $6.50, which is pretty good. I mean, 6.5% is not bad. It is good to see that play out into the market. But looking at the chart, the strength is still being placated. It is still here. We're going to continue to be watchful to see this market in API 3 go higher in price. Okay. So now looking at this on an hourly time frame, we said at $6.50 would TP, which is probable. $6.80 also is a restriction area. So we're going to hold the market ultimately for a restriction around $6.80. Okay. Which is about 11.5% profitability. But for the long term, I mean, this trend definitely is in play. So yeah, there's a lot of interest to continue to push this particular currency higher in price. No doubt about it. Okay. Very, very good to see that out. So trade, yeah, those are some pretty good plays right there that you called or you wanted to look at for API 3 and Mirror Protocol. Cisco also called a pretty good one with RSR and Zilica. And Wale Front BUSD BQX looks pretty good as well. So all in all, you know, in conclusion to this lookout live stream session, a lot of these currencies are still looking bullish. A lot of these currencies are still anticipated to see some higher price movement. All right. So like Trey, you asked the question, you know, when's a good time to buy more? That is something that you would have to be comfortable with. All right. You have to understand your emotional feel of participating in the market, right? A good time for me to come in and purchase API 3 might not be a good time for you because my tolerance level of seeing risk and seeing the market go lower is totally different from what you will see it as. So it's something that you will have to make a determination on when you think API 3 will be a good buy. You know, we're just simply here following the trap. He continues to push this market higher in price. And one thing, so long as this trend is in play, just to give you all a little heads up, this is the prime opportunity to purchase these currencies is when it comes and touches this ascending line, right? That's the prime opportunity right there because the anticipation of higher price is still there. And this is the cheapest amount you can purchase the currency for to continue the upward trend. And it's vice versa. It's the opposite as well too, right? If this market breaks this trend, then you know that the trap has changed his tone. Like he is not looking to push this market higher anymore. So we cannot follow that. That's why this line is going to be very crucial in how it trades over the next couple of days. Right now, we have a lot of the majority of trading occurring on top of this ascending line. The moment that it breaks the ascending line, we need to all come to realization and say, hey, something has changed. We need to reevaluate what is going on in the market now. Until such time, we're anticipating the market to go higher in price, right? And based on what has occurred while we've been trading around this ascending line, we don't see that much weakness being placated out. Just the fact that $6.25 is restriction. Because you can tell back here. That's the only thing that will hold back this market in API 3, for instance, of going higher in price. That's it right there. Okay. So that is it. Definitely want to say thank you to you all for participating and watching our live stream session. We are on the lookout to pay attention to where we are anticipating the trap to go. The trap is the one you see on the bottom left side of my screen. We need to follow his footsteps. That's it. So if you guys are interested in becoming part of this collaborative lookout live stream session, make sure you come in and sign up with our artisan perk. All right, because I send out a post beginning of every week gauging, the interest of which chart you all may want to look at. So look forward to that. I'm going to send out another community post to our artisan members only, so that we can actually converse and see which charts you're interested in. And it just doesn't have to be cryptocurrencies. If you're interested in commodities, if you're interested in stocks, that's your opportunity. We can look at those particular stocks as well too. It's one of the most powerful things about learning language analysis is that you can take your understanding and dibble and dabble and trade and invest in other markets. You're not restricted only to the stock market. You're not restricted only in commodities and cryptocurrencies. Right? Appreciate everyone for attending. No problem, Sweet Canary. No problem, Talat. I want you all to make sure that you have a wonderful weekend. Look forward to doing another Lookout live stream session with you all. As always, make sure you maintain a profitability and trade different.